It's good to have you with us. It's hard to believe we're at another Friday. It seems like when I'm making these videos that I'm saying we're in a new week, and then before I know it, we're at the end of the week. Each week's a good week. Doesn't matter what the news is. They're all good weeks. They're all good days. It is just glorious to serve the Lord. And it is to me a great joy and blessing to realize that our Savior is touched with the feelings of our infirmities. He knows our weaknesses. He walked the pathways of life like we have walked. He is a great high priest that knows our infirmities. And as you look at the passion of Christ when he died on the cross, there are so many things you can gain from the expressions that he gave. But one of the most stirring to me is to realize his humanity when he cried out, "I thirst." Now, when we're talking about thirst here from John chapter 20, verse 28, we're not talking about when you and I get thirsty after we've walked a little bit or haven't had something to drink for an hour. We're talking about a man who was in the hot sun, whose body had been drained of blood, who had been beaten, and there were all kinds of aspects of infection that had come from that beating. And so his raging fever and the heat of the day and his lack of fluids, literal body fluids, caused him to have a thirst that none of us can even begin to understand. It was an overwhelming thirst. Our bodies are made to tell us that we need fluid. And my friend, as Jesus was on the cross and he made other great statements for his mother to have her taken care of, to win the thief to himself and meet him in paradise, to ask the Father to forgive all of those around that were crucifying him, and to cry out when he was being judged, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" And then the great triumphant, "It is finished." All of those great sayings, he said those in the midst of suffering that is incredible, and it was all because of us. It was because he loved us. And my friends, Jesus can truly relate to every aspect of our human existence and the problems that we go through. Oh, we may feel a little beat up right now. We may feel a little bit discouraged, and maybe some hard things are happening. Maybe some of you that are listening to this really are going through some difficulties. I want you to know that you have a high priest that is touched with the feelings of your infirmities. He thirsted. He was in agony, and he went through it so that we could have everlasting life. And so it's wonderful today for me to tell you that you can take a few moments and just say, "Lord, I'm going through some things right now, but I know you understand. And you have promised that if I come boldly to the throne of grace, I will find help in time of need." God will meet your need. And you can be guaranteed that you have someone who really understands. It's wonderful to talk to people that have been through the same thing. They're so helpful. Well, our Savior has, and he has the answer, and he has the power. So be encouraged. You have a high priest you can go to today, and he will understand, and he will give you what you need.